I said, let's call some contender guys then that we liked. They all turned down the fight. I said, call Big Mouth.
7 months, bro. He's pretty much fought every month for the last 7 months, and he's won.
Tonight, all the celebrities that were there loved Holland. That's all they wanted to talk about. After the fight, they're talking to me about him. Back in my room, they're talking to me about him.
When you have guys that can make things, that they can see it and then do it in live action, it's rare and it's scary and it's impressive and it's something to celebrate. Not to mention, little skinny Big Mouth here generated enough power from the most precarious position I have seen to result in a knockout.
The hype is real. Kevin Holland picks up his 5th win of the year, ending 2020 with a perfect record and 4 finishes. He becomes the 3rd fighter in modern UFC history to go 5-0 in a calendar year, joining Neil Magny and Roger Huerta. But the difference is that it only took Holland 7 months to do so. Kevin started his career in the UFC in the Dana White Contender Series. He had an impressive win against Santiago Jr., but the boss did not want him in because he talks a lot.
I don't give a f***.
But when the opportunity came, he was the only one to step up. Thiago Santos' fight falls off and nobody accepted to fight him besides Holland. He laced up the gloves and fought in 2 weeks' notice against the beast that is Thiago Santos. Although he lost that fight, Dana White gave him his credit and a spot in the UFC roster. He went on and won 3 out of his 4 next fights, including 2 decision wins, but finished 2019 with a submission loss to Brendan Allen. 2020 kicks off, and he doesn't fight until May. That's when his quest for Fighter of the Year began. He started with an amazing finish against Anthony Hernandez, brutalizing him with those knees to the body. 3 months after, he enters the octagon again, but this time earns himself a walk-off KO win against the highlight reel himself, Joaquin Buckley. Now that the momentum is on his side, he picks up 3 wins in 4 months. But his most important win is obviously the last one in UFC 256, where he viciously knocked out Jacare from the bottom position, becoming the 2nd fighter to land a KO from bottom position, after Nico Price, of course.
Found an avenue there for a couple of rights. Oh, now some hammer fists.
Imagine how much power, athleticism, confidence, and just creativity you need to KO someone from the bottom. But the most impressive thing for me in that fight, besides Jacare doing his best to dance with those stiff 40-year-old moves, Holland was snake charming him before putting him out. Okay, jokes aside. What impressed me the most was Kevin's willingness to grapple. Souza took him down early in the 1st round, but instead of panicking, he was hitting him with hard elbows and tried to set up a triangle choke. Imagine if he pulled that off. We're talking about the alligator here, one of the best grapplers to ever grace the sport. He was submitted once in his grappling career, and never in MMA. Most fighters straight up fear him on the ground. The former champion Whitaker knocked him down with a right hand and still did not engage with him on the ground. After that stunning KO, Kevin immediately called for a fight against another guy who had a good year, and that's Khamzat Chimaev. He wanted to fight him after 1 week. The UFC had done a great job of building up stars and not hurting their momentum, giving them time to develop their skills and be ready when the big fight arrives. In consequence, I think Holland's next bout will neither be for the belt nor against Chimaev. Kevin ended 2019 with a submission loss to Brendan Allen, and just 12 months later ends 2020 with a clean 5-0 record, a well-deserved spot in the Fighter of the Year conversation, and recognition from the whole MMA community. It's crazy how much of a difference a year can make. This is a star in the making. His skills, charisma, confidence, the way he talks when he has the microphone, and just the savage mentality that he has. 5 wins in 7 months, including 4 stoppages, calling for a 6th fight after 1 week, trying to pull a triangle choke against the great Jacare Souza. That's exactly what the people want to see. Let's get comfortable with his quote-unquote big mouth, because it's going to be around for a long time.